Battlefield is a game where you can get easily overwhelmed, confused, and that leads to mistakes, which leads to frustration and worse performance. In today's video, I'm going to be playing a live game for you, explaining my thoughts and just some of the things that I'm focusing on in my gameplay. I firmly believe the best way to improve at Battlefield is to really focus on reducing the amount of mistakes you make, making sure you understand what's happening around the map, making sure you have a reason for everything that you're doing, you understand the decisions you're making, and ultimately, ideally, have a plan at least somewhat. But before we get into the live commentary and tips, if you do enjoy this type of content, I do make it regularly. This is the Battlefield 6 channel for you. Be sure to hit the sub button, hit the like button, and swing by the stream. I stream every single day at twitch.tv/enders. On December 10th, I'll be playing in a $650,000 RedSec and Gauntlet tournament, complete with exclusive Twitch drops. Again, follow the Twitch streams, first link in the description. You're not going to want to miss it. Alright, jumping into our game, I finally got a game of Conquest from the very start. I'm not gonna lie, guys. Obviously, you didn't see this, but off camera, it's taken me about an hour to get a Conquest game that isn't in progress. Dice. What the fuck? Anyway, starting the instructional portion of this video that can hopefully help you guys help some of you guys out. The first thing you should do is an obvious thing. Understand what map you're playing and what mode you're on. So I'm playing Conquest and Iberian Offensive. The reason why you need to sort of understand what map you're on and all that sort of stuff is you could have some map knowledge you need to understand about Iberian Offensive. You could have some favorite angles you like, favorite spots, favorite flags, pushes you enjoy. You could know enemy tendencies, all that sort of stuff. So that sort of sets you up for the game before the game even starts. The second thing about understanding what map and mode you're on is understanding enemy flow between flags. You can sort of understand the routes and maybe some of the flanks, and that can really help set your gameplay up as well. So hopefully this match fills up pretty soon here, and we can get going. Alright, so from the start of the game here, I'm just thinking about where I would like to go. You know, you can do whatever you want. You can capture D, maybe sit on D, you can go to the center of the map if you want more action. For the purposes of this video, I think I'm just going to go straight to the center of the map. For more action, I'm going to take this right side route here and see what I can do on C flag. Now, because I've played this map before, I know that C flag can be a complete mess. So I'm actually not going to be on the C flag just yet. I'm going to go upper and try to just get some height to prevent or get some more control over this flag. Let my teammates get on that burn first. I want to take these angles here. Alright. We do have a car here and an enemy. Just get that free revive. Or actually a bunch of footsteps here. Alright. That was a little hectic and weird. Oh my. Alright, so the idea I had there worked out really well. Basically, I saw on the minimap there were people to my right, and I said, okay, why don't I try to get height on that, get an angle, and look down that street. And yeah, that worked out really well. So, with that knowledge, there are probably a bunch more people here. Yes, I'm looking at my minimap right now. There are a bunch more people here. They could be pushed up all the way up here. So, I'm going to just cross this real quick while looking to my left. ADSing. Maybe some of the common angles here. Waiting for people to make a mistake. Is that a... Okay, that's a car. I think I saw someone down left. Yes, he's on the minimap here. Right now, I'm just really trying to search this area for anyone that might be leaking through. I need to be very careful because the audio of this game isn't great unless you slide. If you slide, you're very, very audible, but footsteps are few and far between, unfortunately, in this game. So they have B. I don't want to solo push B just yet because of this reason right here, because people are going to be pushing towards me, and I can get a couple picks before I actually decide to push in. So because that guy took the left route, he could peek me here. I'm actually gonna go back up here and maybe just hold a little farther back. Okay. So that guy that I saw earlier, he could be pushed up here because he did sort of escape from me. Now I think I'm going to try to push in B here. We've gotten a couple picks. These enemies can respawn on this flag. But now it is time to capture the B flag. So, things to keep in mind when capturing flags. There can be stragglers, like this guy, right? Just saw my teammate die. Other things, flag spawns, like this guy. They're going to be flag spawns all across this map and around this flag. So get into the mindset of paying attention to what's happening off flag. I'm going to let my teammate get the revives there. There could still be a guy that maybe spawned really late down here. And we went ahead and captured B. So right now I'm just taking stock of the map. C is being captured. This is the center area of the map. We need this. It's very important. I'm going to rotate to C, but in maybe a more of a passive way, taking a wider angle. And I'm just going to look at this street right here, check some angles. Right now I'm just thinking about, okay, there's one guy in C. Where could he be? I'm looking on the mini-map. I think he's probably closer to this side of C. There's a guy on the minimap right now. Okay, there are actually two people there in that bathroom. Okay. Maybe he was spawned on. Actually, is this guy still alive? No. Okay. Oh, I just heard him reload. He's close here. And there's another guy. There's actually multiple. But right now, I'm just going to try to buy time. There are multiple people close to me. Now it's a 1v5 on the flag. So here, I kind of want to jump the gun, actually. I'm going to get right in their face and cause some problems for them. I mean, I don't know how that guy's not dead, but I eventually killed him. So obviously, they have the flag captured below us. I'm just going to try to stay alive to spawn my squad. And try to take care of any enemies that are trying to push up. I think there's a third one up here. Could be wrong. Okay, there are 3 below me. I'm going to hold the staircase. Right now, I'm just really trying to stay alive and just play my life, you know. So my teammate has the minigun. On the minimap, there's a guy directly below me. I'm gonna try to chow this. Oh, I thought I killed the first guy, but I knew there was a second guy, which is why I flicked over there. So C flag is absolutely infested with a ton of people, and honestly, I didn't have the best weapon for that scenario. So this is another thing you should be keeping track of. If you're in a scenario where maybe your weapon isn't the best, switch weapons to accommodate that scenario. I want to go back to C. I want to go back into this fight. So I switched to a weapon that is better in close quarters. Okay, so I died to a tank. That's just... Maybe the tank was on the minimap. Maybe I could have helped understand that. Maybe if I looked on the minimap or something. But I didn't think he was peeking all the way down that street from A. Now the D fight is kind of in question now. I do have a teammate on here. He's probably, yes, in a situation where there are multiple enemies. And of course, where there's one, I like to think there's 4. I'm going to check flag spawns. Just look out for flag spawns right now. I'm going to check this lower area. Okay, I don't think anyone spawned on D. But because this is Conquest, there are probably multiple people pushing towards us off of C right now. So I'm going to maybe take this little gray area, I like to call it, a little more careful. Looking at my mini-map, there was a guy in this gun. He's still on this gun. Can I hit his hand right there? I don't think I can. Maybe my teammate takes care of him. Come on, bright error. Yeah, there we go. Alright. Now, I'm going to try to cap C. I'm going to peek upper here just for a little bit because I wanted to look off flag to see if there were enemies. Okay, there was a guy there. He might have spawned in a spawn beacon. I'm going to look for one. Not sure where that guy actually came from. That res immediately. Okay, now I'm low HP. I'm just going to sort of fall back. Maybe sit in this safer position here. Alright, and we got C back. The next most important thing is make sure they don't completely leak to D, which means we need to cap B, control that flow. There's a ton of teammates here. It's probably the biggest fight on the map right now. Next, I'm going to look upper. I know enemies love to sit up here. Okay. Get a reload in. Ooh, I'm flashbanging. I'm going to fall back to this area. I'm going to re-peek because I have a gun that's really good in this range. I'm confident in taking the 1v1s. But now I'm going to overstay. I've overstayed my welcome, so I'm actually just going to leave here. Reposition. Take the same fight from a different angle. Yeah, the enemies have won this fight here. There's just a lot of them. Maybe get one revive here. I don't feel like the second one is safe because he died higher up on the staircase and I don't have smoke right now. I'm gonna try to re-aggress this area here because our team is taking like the other alley, so I might as well try to take this one. Sneaky window dwellers, dude. That's what I call them, window dwellers. Okay, I'm gonna hide in this little cubby here. Wait for full regen. Right now, I'm just listening. I'm shoving my laser in the wall so it doesn't actually show. And I'm just listening. I think I hear someone behind me. I'm gonna check. He could be in the center alley. He is in the center alley. Can't really get into B here, so I'm going to try to take a different route. I'm going to go down here. Yep, as I thought, there could be people pushing up. Couldn't get the thought out of my mouth fast enough before it happened. I'm going to immediately try to just fight upper here. This is where they love to sit. I am low on ammo. Get a reload in. I do hear a spawn beacon. I want to take these kills off B before I look for it. Looking for the spawn beacon is super important. Okay, I found it. That's excellent. I'm going to push down to B. Oh my god. Okay. So now it's flag spawns. And I know flag spawns, they're going to spawn over here somewhere. Off the flag. I want to prevent them from really getting any space here. While we cap B. And hopefully my team does that. Alright, now I'm going to go back to the cap. And just play defense here. Defense and offense at the same time, right? Defend us capturing the objective. Okay. Okay, on my minimap, I did see a guy here. He came up from a flag spawn on the back stair. I think my team got him. I'm going to get this revive. Oh, on my minimap, there's a guy on this, what is it? The mounted machine gun. And I just heard him shoot as well. So I'm just going to push this guy. Check this corner. They did leak to D, so I am sort of wary of any area in front of me still. Looks like my team has that done, though. now you can see the natural flow is shifting over to C, right? Look at all these teammates, the natural flow. Shifting over to C. So there's 2 people on the flag. Always look at how many people are on the flag. I'm just gonna jump in here. From the direction of that grenade, they're probably deeper in on the flag right now. And I'm gonna hit my my class ability here to resupply. When I peeked in this room, I always just look upstairs because, well, of course, people love to sit up there. I do hear a spawn beacon. So again, finding it is really important. Could be in this bathroom or somewhere. I'm gonna hit my class ability again. There is a tank right outside here. I am gonna try something a little sneaky. I might try to peek him, this tank from upper. Okay, no, he's aware of that. What I was gonna try to do is kill the repair guys off the tank, but can't do that. Okay, and we're getting shot from over there. So at this point, I'm gonna jump down, prone off flag a little bit, chill, and stand back up, and just try to take note of what's going on around me. Okay. Cross back over to B here. And I think I'm going to pass the B side of the map for the first time here. Did see this guy in the street. I thought I heard someone above me as well. Yes, I do. He's on the mini-map. Hear a bunch of people around me. I heard one more, though, and he threw a grenade. Where is this guy? He's directly below me. I just saw that guy's flashlight. Right now, I'm in a situation where there are a ton of people around me, so I'm just really trying to just play my angles smart. This guy's gonna jump. I'm actually gonna use that staircase to sort of cut that angle off and go up. He should be caught off guard now. I'm gonna do the same thing again. This time I'm gonna go from this back area, and I should shoot him in the back here. Okay. I'm not gonna lie to you, explaining the situation was impossible in real time. Basically what I was trying to do, in hindsight, like I'll explain it, there's a guy here. Where the hell's this guy just gone? I need to kill this guy so I can explain the situation. He just got revived. He's gonna know where I am, so he's gonna push me first. Okay, so in hindsight, all I was trying to do there is consider like all the audio information and play my angles safe. But honestly, like that situation was so hectic that I couldn't even explain it in real time. All right. So I think what I'm going to do is in post-edit, I'm going to actually break that whole thing down and explain each decision that I was making, like basically in slow motion, if that makes sense. All right, this is where it really got crazy. I had a hard time explaining what was happening in real time. So run up here, I see a guy, just shoot him. But as you can see, I'm looking at common angles. Even there, I checked that hallway, and I saw this guy was over here. I re-peek him, I get that kill, and I said in the video here, I heard someone above me. On the minimap, there is a ping right here. I get that reload in, run up the stairs, shoot him in the back. And as you can see, throughout this clip, I am just looking at common angles around me. I'm checking that center hallway. I'm looking at my left side. I'm checking the staircase. I'm paying attention to what's below me. And I'm just trying to hold the position and play the angles that I have at my disposal intelligently, or as intelligently as I can in this scenario, while also taking in all the audio information and all the stuff that's going around me. So here, I just killed those guys below me. I get this reload in, and I decide just to chill for a second. I'm looking at the staircase just to see if anyone crosses. And this is where it really gets crazy. And there's a particular instance here that I want to really cover. So it happens when I drop down. So I shoot this guy, but as I drop down, I see not only this guy, but that guy above me. So I know he sees me. I run under him to cut angle off, but I see this guy. So I use the staircase to cut the angle off from the guy that saw me above me, and then wrap around to try to play like a bait and switch. I want them to push me. I want them to get confused. Now, as you can see, he did push me. And then as I killed that guy, I turned around and looked at where I was before immediately to check it because I knew that's where enemies would likely be. And sure enough, there was a guy looking at me. Run back up the stairs. Go back to where I was just here on this upper area because, again, there are probably going to be enemies here, but I'm approaching the same situation from a different area and a different angle. I'm coming at it just from a different, a different way to play the game. So now I drop down. I'm just trying to make sure I clear the area again. This was such a massive enemy sequence that I just really had to double, triple check all of these angles so much. And here's the reset. I just try to play off of information. Again, I saw my teammate get shot. I'm looking for this guy. The audio here was confusing me, and I decided to, again, check common angles. I checked that push from the hall down there. I'm looking in these buildings. I can't quite pinpoint him, and then I finally see him, but I also get shot to my left. As I'm shooting that guy, I'm moving forward, trying to, desperately to cut angle off of this guy that's shooting me. I got a bit lucky there, definitely. I hear this revive. I'm expecting someone to drop. Here, this grenade comes in, so I jump over because I know that wall can block the grenade, and I push back while pre-aiming, and that guy walks into the pre-aim. I see this guy jump up, try to kill him. My teammate kills him, and up here, this guy runs past me, so I just decide to run past him, sort of like a camera break, right? What a camera break is, basically, we had sort of an awkward fight there. We both ran past each other. I ran all the way past him, or tried to, just to make sure like he had to adjust his aim in that scenario in CQC, and I finished the reload before him, and I killed him. So that was that crazy situation there. I hope that made sense. Explaining this sort of stuff, I could probably make an entire video about that scenario and explain every single micro decision that I was making. Let me know if you'd be interested in that sort of content, by the way, like a literal 30-minute video going over like a 3-minute streak. So if you enjoy this type of content, if you found this informative and it helped you out, hit the sub button, hit the like button, and don't forget, guys, $650,000 tournament December 10th. $200,000 first place prize on the line. Going to be streaming all of it with exclusive Twitch drops. Follow the streams. First link in the description. Hope to see you guys there.